Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for taking time to check the video out. We are talking about the big news that dropped today. Microsoft has officially acquired Activision Blizzard. Now, there's obviously a lot to talk about when it comes to this, and I'm sure that this conversation will continue for quite some time because it's a huge move. There's no doubt about that. I want to focus in on the thing that I think is most important to PlayStation fans right now, and that is whether or not future Activision Blizzard titles will be exclusive to Xbox and Xbox Game Pass, or will some or all of Activision Blizzard's titles still release on the PlayStation platform. We actually do have a little bit of information on this, so I'm going to go over that information with you, and then I'm going to give you my opinion. So before we dive into it, do me a big favor, please hit the like button to help the video out and show it your support, and be sure to hit the subscribe button as well if you are new here to the channel. So this is reading a report from VGC, where they say Microsoft plans to keep making, quote, some, unquote, of Activision Blizzard's games for PlayStation consoles, allowing the completion of its $68.7 billion acquisition. That's according to a new report from Bloomberg citing, quote, a person familiar with the company's thinking, unquote. The publication also put the exclusivity question to Microsoft's head of gaming, Phil Spencer, who said, quote, I'll just say to players out there who are playing Activision Blizzard games on Sony's platform, it's not our intent to pull communities away from that platform, and we remained committed to that, unquote. It's worth noting that Spencer made similar comments prior to the completion of its $7.5 billion acquisition of Bethesda parent ZeniMax. However, while existing games such as The Elder Scrolls Online continued to be supported on PlayStation platforms, and existing exclusivity deals for Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo have been honored, Microsoft has since confirmed Bethesda's big future games such as Starfield, Redfall, and the next Elder Scrolls game will be exclusive to Xbox and PC, and they will not be releasing on the PlayStation platform. So this is where I want to give my opinion on what's being said here and let you guys know what I'm thinking about this. And I wanted to be sure to read the part about Bethesda and ZeniMax because I am sure that many of you remember what happened with that situation. And I feel as though we are possibly getting ready to walk down that road again, which I refuse to do. And I'm sure many of you aren't planning on doing that as well. If you look at that situation when Bethesda was acquired by Microsoft, it wasn't just 1 week, it wasn't 2 weeks, it wasn't 3 weeks, it was months. It went on for months where there was just back and forth about whether or not Microsoft was going to release future Bethesda titles onto the PlayStation platform. And at first it seemed like there was a decent chance they would, and I don't blame anybody for holding out hope when we heard about this. We heard that they were going to be doing it on a game-by-game basis. So, as I said, some people were kind of looking at that and thinking, okay, you know, this seems like maybe some of their bigger titles and their bigger releases like Starfield or the next Elder Scrolls will release on the PlayStation platform. And then later on, we heard from Phil Spencer, and he made it very clear, future Bethesda titles will ship where Xbox Game Pass exists. And it doesn't really get any more clear than that. And we know that Game Pass does not and likely will not exist on PlayStation. So therefore, PlayStation players will not have access to it through the PlayStation platform. If you are somebody who prefers to play on PlayStation, but you are very excited for Starfield, you're going to have to play it on PC or you're going to have to play it on an Xbox. I'm bringing all this up because when we read what Phil's saying here, where he says it's not our intent to pull communities away from that platform and we remain committed to that, I do not think he is talking about future Activision Blizzard releases. I believe that he is referring to something like Warzone. I do not see Microsoft pulling Warzone off of PlayStation and making that a Game Pass / Xbox exclusive. However, I do see Microsoft pulling every other game release, pretty much, if it's not already an established live service on a platform, if that's not what it is, then it will be exclusive to Xbox Game Pass and Xbox in the future. That's what I'm taking away from this, and I highly recommend that everybody else walks away with that mentality as well, because it would be pretty disappointing if you held out hope that, hey, you know, if you're a big Call of Duty fan and PlayStation is your platform, that's where you play, that's where you've always played Call of Duty, you know, and you go into the future believing that you're gonna be able to play future Call of Duty games on, you know, the PlayStation platform, just to find out you're not, you know, that's going to be pretty disappointing. That's going to be a tough pill to swallow. So that's why I recommend, you know, getting ahead of it now. You know, you look at what Microsoft did with Bethesda titles, just assume they're going to do the exact same thing with Activision Blizzard titles. In fact, I would say to assume every single Activision Blizzard title will be a Game Pass or Xbox exclusive unless Microsoft themselves explicitly says otherwise, unless Microsoft themselves explicitly confirm that, you know, so-and-so Activision Blizzard game will be launching on PlayStation. Assume it will not be. I think that this is your best bet. And the one game that for me, and I think for many others that's in question here right now, is the next Call of Duty. The Call of Duty that's set to launch in either October or November of this year. It's going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. When it comes to this Activision Blizzard deal, it's not set to be complete and go through until June of 2023. So I want to say that there is a pretty decent chance that this next Call of Duty, or the upcoming Call of Duty, that being Modern Warfare 2 at the end of this year, will still release on PlayStation. But once this deal goes through, I think that's it. I firmly believe that that's it. Every single Activision Blizzard title will be exclusive to Game Pass and to Xbox. And so, you know, I wanted to be sure to talk about this because, as I said, I do think that this is the most relevant thing for PlayStation fans right now. You know, there are going to be a lot of PlayStation fans who don't really care about this. You know, there are going to be a lot of people who say, look, I don't play Call of Duty. I haven't, you know, been into Activision Blizzard titles for some time now, and I'm just not interested, and that's fine. But you do also have to understand that there are millions of people, millions, who, you know, buy Call of Duty every year on PlayStation. In fact, there are a lot of people who just buy PlayStation to play just Call of Duty, right? Or some other, you know, I almost said Bethesda, but Activision Blizzard titles. And so, you know, a lot of people are now going to move over to Xbox if we find out, and I think we will find out, that Call of Duty is not going to release on PlayStation anymore. You will have access to Warzone, and I think at most we will get maybe Modern Warfare 2 at the end of this year, but even then, who knows what could happen. I think that's the most we could expect, but after that, you know, once we hit June 2023, it's a while from now. It's like a year and a half from now, so it's not right around the corner, but we will get to that point. When we do, you know, I don't think we're going to see any more of Activision or Blizzard on PlayStation platforms, and that's just how it's going to be. So, yeah, that's my take on it. If you disagree with me, like if you think that, based off of what we're reading here, that there is a chance we can see future Activision Blizzard titles and releases, you know, make their way to PlayStation, let me know why you think that. I'll definitely be interested to see or read what you have to say, but that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. Again, had to take a couple of minutes here to talk about this because when it comes to this announcement, it's a massive announcement. It's a big deal. It's definitely shaking up the industry once again. You know, this for PlayStation players, I think, is the big question. And, you know, when you get down to it, are Activision Blizzard titles now going to be exclusive to Xbox? I think the answer to that is yes, absolutely they will be. I won't expect them to release on PlayStation. So yeah, that does it for the video. Leave it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.